Hello everyone and welcome to another installment of Comparative Reasoning. I'm your host Cedric Kennedy, and today I got the volume maxed out. I am going to try this. I hope your ear didn't get blown out or anything like that. I got the microphone exactly where I had it last time, and I got the volume maxed out. Sunny Secular Gen Xer said that she had headphones on and she still had to max out the volume to hear me. So, that's a problem. So I gotta boost the volume because I'm OBS Studio. I don't want to be in the red, and I just went to the red there. So if this is too loud, you let me know. I'm switch over to the other screen now. Okay, so today we were talking about Antifa and Black Lives Matter attack boarded up federal courthouse. That's the title of it. Now look, this stems from Discord. Now what happened was, this person says, normally I have doubts. For once, I have no doubts. And so I watched the video quite a few times, and I say, I'm gonna go over exactly what this video is, and it's from Twitter, but I want you to know this is kind of how I went into him after I saw the video. Because the video, when I saw it, I was like, then I had to watch it a few times, and then I was like, So look, I asked, you have no doubts about what? That was like 12:43 p.m. So 1:26, he says, have you seen the video? And I wrote, at 1:51, answer the question. The video doesn't have any context, so I want your answer. And then he says, 2:26, a bunch of people attacking a federal courthouse. So 3:24, I'm like, question, does it being a federal courthouse make the moment horrible? That was 3:24. At 5:43, I said, don't worry, you're scared of being honest about it and simply want someone to hate. I'll do a video you won't watch. That's what I wrote. So I am going to play the video here, and it's supposed to be, what's up? It says, here's the thing, Andy says, the 50th day of violent protest in Portland. Antifa and Black Lives Matter attacked the front of the boarded up federal courthouse. Whenever law enforcement responds, mayor, senators, and government calls it incitement to violence against peaceful protesters. Video from Kaylin. And then there's, okay. So I had to look, I was like, okay, let me go ahead and look at the video. So I'm going to go ahead and play it for you. If you can look at the screen now. I got my display on. So I'm going to go ahead and throw it on up there. So this is what it was. All right, so that's all that I saw, and I'm like, my thoughts were, because I'm like, when I look at stuff like this, I kind of go blank in my head. I'm just watching, that's what I do. I'm blank and I'm watching, and I'm like, what am I looking at? Why am I looking at it? What is this? All that other stuff goes through my head, and it's like Black Lives Matter and Antifa, they do this. I'm like, I don't see any paraphernalia that says one or the other. I mean, the racists, they've got the Confederate flag. They've got the swastika. They've got that weird crushed OK symbol, I guess. That was a troll, but I don't know. They've got that frog thing. And if that's not enough symbol, they've also got Trump, Breitbart, Epic Times, Alex Jones, Rush Limbaugh, and you can name a whole lot of other racist people out there. Yeah, they're racist. they are. Trying to play patty cakes and all that crap. So I looked at this and I'm like, I don't see anyone I don't see any Black Lives Matter. And I'm like, oh, it's racist. That's what it is. Why does it say Black Lives Matter? Why would it say it's Black Lives Matter? Because they don't like black people. And since this is something they can use to smear something, they go ahead and just say Black Lives Matter did it. Y'all need to understand, Black Lives Matter is a movement to talk about black people being equal to white people. So being against Black Lives Matter is legitimately being against equality. Being against equality exposes your racism. Y'all need to learn that. All right? Straight up. You need to learn that. Now, at the same time, Antifa is anti-fascist. When they got started, they was against fascism. And so they immediately got smeared by who? Not the quote-unquote left, not the progressives. They got smeared by conservative right-wing people as against freedom, as against your freedom of choice and your dreams and your hopes and your money. They got smeared to the bone. So then everyone was hating on them without even asking what they were and why they are. And the conservatives would never say anti-fascist. They would just say Antifa or Antifa. Either way, that's what they would do. Because they know the truth is nothing but a racist killer. And they have to protect their racism. Because racism breeds money. That's just it. The more racism that they spew, the more the racist will give them money and support and fight on their behalf while they go home, count their money, cheat on their wives, and go and repeat it the next day. Ask me if I'm wrong. I'm going to tell you I'm not. So, I watched this video again. I'm going to play it again. All right. I was noticing something. I was like, they're attacking the building where this is attacking, putting up a fence. The ones that are demonized, the Black Lives Matter, the Antifa, if that's who these, they're not. Some white people. I see some white people, some Latinas, you know, maybe some light skins, but they're putting those fences up. They're putting those fences up for what? I don't know. But I never thought putting a fence up, you know, was violent. I didn't think it was violent to put a fence up. You know, look at that, putting it up right there. Click it right, putting the fence up. Putting the fence up. I don't get it. You know, they've got shields, they've got all this stuff going on. For what reason, I don't know. The police are going to mess you up anyway. I guess to protect them from getting COVID-19. They got masks. They're smart. You know, that's cool. I likes it. So, look. You go ahead and clip this off right here. All right, look. Let's just be straight up real about this, all right? Portland is an area where the government started sending people in, police officers and soldiers, and the police officers dressed as soldiers, and they're going in and literally like in a movie, something like Taken, if it was on the streets, they literally go up, grab someone, put them in a car, and drive them off to an undisclosed location. I mean, I want you to honestly chill right now. I want you to chill and think about this. You are doing what you're grocery shopping. You're sitting outside on your porch or whichever you're doing. A car pulls up. Some guards come out. They say nothing. They're in military uniform. They grab the person next to you. It could be your son, your daughter, your friend, your husband, your uncle, your aunt, your cousin. It don't matter. They grab the colleague next to you that you're hanging with. They take this person away from you. They take this person away from their safety area. They put them in a van or a car or a truck. They say nothing, and then they drive off. And you have no idea if you're ever going to see that person again. And if you do, are they going to be in the same state of mind as when they left? They've already been shook. You see what I'm saying? They've already been shook. So now they're going to sit there and probably go through some worse stuff. They're scared. They don't know where they're going. So if you resist, you get shot. If you go with them, you get shot. That's what they're facing. And these racist people know that. And they're happy about it. They want them to be afraid. They want... I don't care about a peaceful protester. I don't care about a violent protester. I only care that the racists get hurt. Because the racists are the ones that created this. The government and their laws created this. The government and segregating the people into these tribes, of confederacy, union, they did this. That's them. That's all on them, the government. And it's also on the people, these taxpayers, these Republicans, these racists, the very people that talk about this, and all they want is to further the hatred. It's on them. They're responsible. They are grown adult people, and they are responsible for their actions and their rhetoric. And they don't want to hold responsibility. They even have their commander-in-chief that has on multiple occasions said that he doesn't take responsibility for anything he has said or done. That is what we are dealing with. There are multiple ways to shut this racism stuff down. There is. And a lot of people, they are so sick of it. The last resort should have been done at first, because that's what's been done to everyone else. Black Lives Matter doesn't have an organization, hub, or anything. They don't have a leader. They are simply where they are. There are people that rep that, and there are people that don't. The majority of black people are not all about Black Lives Matter, not in that sense. They're not going to rep the banner. They're not going to go out screaming and shouting it and stuff. That's not them. They want equality, but they ain't going to sit there and just put themselves under a banner so everyone can label them. Problem is, the racists have already labeled them. People say that I'm Black Lives Matter. I am and am not. I am really in the middle. I support the idea. I just don't support if that idea turns toxic. I've got a withdrawal. I've got that. Unlike Bush, and unlike Bush's father some umpteen years ago, I can pull out when need to. So, labeling it Antifa and Black Lives Matter, honestly, it might not have been neither. It might have been just some protesters that's just doing some random stuff. The courthouse and all these other places are in charge of locking up a lot of people unjustly. They are carrying the Constitution right alongside the 10 Commandments of the Bible, when there's over 600 commandments in the Bible. There's a lot wrong with this, and you want to demonize a group. If you want to hate, you want to hate. Come out and say it. Don't be a punk. Don't be weak. Don't be a coward. You say it. I want to hate black people. I want to hate Antifa. Why? Because I want to hate them. I grew up in that area. I'm a part of that area. And it's easier to hate them than to actually think on my own and learn what's really going on. Because I don't know who or what group, if there was a group at all, in that picture, in that video. I don't know which. I don't. And no one does. Because that was posted by somebody that just wanted to spread, that wanted to smear. And if you want to look at an article or a headline and say that's just what it is, so I believe it, that's appealing to authority. And you've already shown your weakness when you do that. When you appeal to authority, you are literally surrendering your freedom, your free will. your own personal desires. This right here, if anyone saw it, the first thing in their mind should be, what are they really doing? Why are they doing it? What started it all? See, racists don't care about what started it. They just want to finish it. They don't care. Every time you watch a racist get into a fight or start a fight, I'll guarantee you they will say the other person did it. And they'll come up with some outlandish, crazy mess to say it. But that's just what is going to happen. And it's not always a racist. No, an atheist will do it. I mean, it's already documented. Religious people have been doing this since the dawn of religion. Indoctrination, subjugation, Stockholm syndrome. It's a cult. Just like these racists. Don't give in to this crap. Really don't. And one video don't prove anything. Because that video doesn't expose why this was happening. What is the cause? What is their end game at that moment? So if you think graffiti, spray painting walls is violent, you're a damn fool. You're too stupid to deal in life. You really are. You don't know what violence is, and you're too privileged to talk about it. And you need to be quiet and sit down while grown folks are talking. It's that simple. You don't know what violence is. You never have, you never will, even though you're the ones that cause it or want it. You see this right here and you think this is it only because someone says it is? No. You're showing that you want to be a dumbass. It is hardwired in you and you got to make it come to fruition. That's just you, buddy. Oh, I'm being direct and he knows I'm talking to him. There's too many things you could have thought, and the one thing you did was make your mind up about something that you don't have any context, evidence, or proof of. And at that moment, you have shown you're beneath me. I'm not going to harp on this anymore. I think he's had enough. Matter of fact, no, he hasn't. The truth is, he don't get it. He don't want to get it. Poor, broke, desolate, and can't do shit. But at the same time, he's got so much privilege, he can demonize things that he know nothing about. That's a coward. You got more in common with me than you do those privileged racists out there. You've got more in common with me than these rich, wealthy people out there. But you want to make your mind up about something you don't know about. That's where we don't have things in common. You need to get smartened up. I've tried for a long time. My job in life is to my family, my daughter. My job is not to unscrew your brain. You've been screwed up for a while and I didn't do it. But you know what? You're a grown person and you can do it yourself. All you got to do is think past your own nose. Think past some silly little clips and wonder why this happened. Who caused it? What's really going on in that area? Why is there such an uptick in violence or anger or protest or anything? When people get kidnapped, that's going to spark some outrage. And they're going to lash out any way they can. Because they can't get at the police because the police will kill them. And they'll be justified only because they're the police. So they take their anger out elsewhere. Just like every other kid has. You mad at your parents, you ain't going to take it out on them. You're going to find somebody else to take it out on. It's cowardice, but that's what it is. So get your head on straight. You know who you are. And it ain't just to him. It's to everyone out there that think like that. Those privileged people that can't understand and don't want to understand. Yeah, get your head on right. Life's too short to live with blind belief. get some knowledge. Cedric Kennedy, Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.